Going into 2011, my life was very smooth. I was doing all the right things at the right times to build the right life, a good career in banking. I was a homeowner. My girlfriend and I had moved in together. I was rolling. How 2011 turned out for me was what I now call an acute depressive episode. And I felt like I was slogging through a muddy Washington rainforest, while simultaneously it felt like I was free falling into the Grand Canyon. I was in a spiral that was unending and uncontrollable. Now, I have an analytic mind, and when an analytic mind loses control, we tend to do one of two things. We either get hyper controlling, or you do what my brain did, and you put up a white flag, you surrender and retreat. My retreat came with a lot of behaviors that were very suboptimal. I drank a lot. I stopped being supportive of my girlfriend who had just started veterinary school. And I just disappeared from her life and the life we were building together. It was sometime in the fall of that year. I say fall. I lived in Western Washington. For those of you who've been here, you know we don't have the traditional seasons. We have the rainy season and July. But at some point in those fall months, in my desperation, I made a choice. I chose to say yes. I chose to say yes to anything and everything that got me out of my house, that got me out of my head, and pushed me towards people. I said yes to things that I was completely unprepared for. I did my very first strenuous hike in the Cascades that year. I said yes to things that continued my spiral. I spent many nights at bars with my brothers from the Tenino motorcycle team. I said yes to things that were wholly foreign to my experience. I had accepted tickets and tailgating to University of Washington football games. She and I were very bad influences on each other, but that's a whole other story. I said yes to things that felt very mundane to me. Bonfires and beers in open fields. One of these yeses in this procession of yeses stood out. Not for any immediate ramifications or benefits that occurred, but for the ripples that it created and ripples that are still influencing the direction of my life. That simple yes led to my love of the mountains, my love of existing in and near them. That simple yes led to my fascination with geology and the processes of rock and sediment formation and how humans interact and navigate through our landscapes. That simple yes led me to pack up my entire life into a truck and trailer and relocate from Western Washington to Northern Utah. And that simple yes led to an experience with my mother where she told me she was proud of me and proud of my choices. Now, this yes wasn't grandiose. It wasn't dramatic. It was a simple acceptance of a casual invitation from a casual friend to visit our local rock climbing gym. In that simple yes has imparted one important lesson onto my life. It is impossible to know which moments, it is impossible to know which actions, it is impossible to know which relationships will rechart the course of your life. So keep trying, keep learning, and keep saying yes.